Hello everyone and welcome to PS4, and look, it's Zombie Vikings. It's a game I've been looking forward to for such a long time. It's produced by Zoink Games, who bought the brilliant Stick It to the Man last year, which was a kind of a point and click adventure with a fantastic art style and incredible humour. It was just a very, very funny game, and Zombie Vikings, although this is a side-scrolling brawler, shares that kind of brilliant, interesting art style as well as incredibly funny dialogue as well. So I'm going to start. I'm going to play on my own. I did record some footage playing with my kids. Unfortunately, the capture card didn't record the audio, so I'm going to splice some of that in with a bit of commentary underneath. It is best played with mates, this game, but at least you can get a flavour of it right now. So let's grab that. Let's go to story. We're going to go begin. I'm going to go... what we got? Let's just see where we are. Unwelcome to Fishguard. I'm trying to think. I don't know. See, right. What I'll do is I'm going to go down here. Oh, come on, and we'll go. Did you know you can hold? Oh, charge attacks. Yeah, we'll talk about the fighting in a minute. It's basic but fun. Right. So, this is Loki. He's a naughty man.
Just dip a little toe in my cauldron.
My toes are temperature sensitive.
That's okay. The water's cold.
Cold is a temperature. What?
Oh! The old soap dropping routine.
No. Oh, God! No! I have to get it back. Even if I... Wow, this has got to be really bad for Odin.
So that's Loki. He has stolen Odin's eyeball, and Odin has got 4 zombie warriors to get it back. So you got Gunborg here. Her special move is to flex the muscles to the point where she explodes. We have Hedgie, who spits out exploding skulls. We have Sigurd, who has got that little octopus you can see under his ribcage there, and the tentacles come out and throw people all over the place. And you have Korkar, who has got a nice diving attack. I'm going to go with Sigurd. Okay, then tons of stupid weapons. Blunt fish trauma was a competition that Zoink did. They had this and you had to name it. I did actually get honourable mention. I was a runner-up with Your Teeth, My Face, but I think Blunt Fish Trauma is fantastic. Gesundheit fish sticks, counter stick. That one's a stinky one that poisons. You got a rat, all sorts. You know, it's brilliant. Oh, I love it. How much have I got? I'm saving up. I'm saving up because I want to buy. Come on. I want to get that one. I need 2,000 for it though. So let's go back and equip. I'm going to equip. Come on, which one do we want? Let's go for... I'm going to go for Blunt Fish Trauma. It's a good one. So you choose your weapon, then you choose your glyph or your rune. So I'm going to have a rune of... sprint ink. That's it. So when I leave ink behind when I sprint. Okay, equip. Let's go. So here we go. You attack. Basic attack is square, so that does a choppy thing. If I hold down square, I get a powered up attack, which is his tentacles whistling all over the place. I have a tap of triangle, shoots out ink, which poisons and slows. And then if I hold down triangle, out comes Inky Pinky, my squid friend. There's also an attack on the sprint, so if I hold down one of the 2 second triggers, so L2 or R2, I can sprint, and if I attack while sprinting, there we go. I can also pick stuff up and chuck it at people. There we go, pick it up, so a tap of circle picks it up, hold down circle, throws. I can pick up my friends, I can pick up my enemies, I can pick up things. And this is a zombie. I'm a zombie, so if I need health, there's brains to eat. Purple brains. You do get a trophy for picking up a chicken and killing someone with it, which is quite fun. Right, so I've got to pick up a chicken. Come here, chicken. So pick it up. I've got to throw it at the target to open up the drawbridge. Oh, that didn't work. Come here. Come here, chicken. Come here, chicken. Why is that not doing it? Come here, you. Let's go back a bit. Perhaps I need to be up here. No, a bit closer. Come on, I want another chicken. Give me chicken. There he is. So the music is awesome. As you can see, the graphic style is quirky. I think that's the way of putting it. And the characters are really quite interesting and fun. Oh, I need to pick up a chicken. Come here. Come on, chicken. Alright, let's get it. There we go. So I've just opened up a trapdoor with a chicken. Awesome. Right, here's some guys to kill. I've knocked him down. That's nice. Now that is a special attack he's about to do. So I'm going to get him. Or I can pick the little guys up. I can then lob them. And I can lob them at their friends and all sorts. There's money. Now if you're playing with other people, I'm afraid loot is not shared. So you might have someone in your party who nicks all the money. Rather than pulling their weight in combat. My son. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So let's see if we can get a special attack on these guys. Ah! There we go. Oh, there we go. Taking him down. Right, let's bash some of these up. Right, here we go. Up, 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 up. I just love the art style. It's just silly and fun. And, you know, they're grotesque characters, but they're imbued with such character. It's just fun. Silly fun. And I like silly fun. You need some silly fun. If you have been sneaking around for an hour and a half trying to put people to sleep in Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain like I have been recently, you probably want to just kick back and do something silly. Right, side quests. There are side quests.
Society do we live in where a cat has to wait on anything?
No. So, pick up the side quest. Oh. Accept. He wants me to go and find his missing kitty.
Yes, bring it to me.
And then I'll get a weapon or a glyph, a rune or something like that. Missing kitty. Right, let's get some cash. So you got some bigger guys now. Oh, now you can block, which I'm rubbish at, by holding down either R1 or L1 and then hitting the direction will then do a combat roll. Ow. There we go. I'm going to get myself ready. Oh, that didn't work. Here we go. I want to do this. That'll get him. Ah. So I can pick up that bomb if I want to. And throw it at guys. And if you do a attack while in the air, you do... Oh, ouch. You do a dive kick. Right, get in there. Right, I'm going to do his special. I pick everyone up and throw them. So it's one way of clearing people out of the way. Ouch. Yeah, forget it. There we go. Got ya. Get ya. Got it. Oh, right. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to throw it at him. Bang. So you can throw a short throw with square and you can power up a big throw with circle. There we go. Let's get out of the way. Come on then, I'm going to get you. Yes! He pops. This is where his cat is. Come on. Pick this up. Can I pick this up? There's a cat in there somewhere. There we go. So I picked it up. I'm going to go and give it to my friend here.
Well done, warriors. Restored to grace. I suppose you want a reward. Here. You may have my old kitty pot.
Oh, thank you.
Some hair in it, so it's basically just as good.
Swipes everything when agitated. Who knew that tying a cat to a stick makes it angry? Right. And now I've got that equipped. So I'm going to hit with cats. So side quests, you get quite a few side quests, and they'll either give you a weapon or a rune. And if you're playing with other people, you don't all get it. You then have to have a fight against each other, and whoever wins the fight gets the prize. which I think is quite interesting. And you'll see that perhaps in action when I do the multiplayer stuff in a minute, because I know my daughter in particular trounced me in one of them. Checkpoint! Oh, one thing you have to listen to. This is pause music. Listen.
Relax, everyone. We're having a pause. Pause! Ooh, it's time for a pause.
Every game should have a pause music like that. Right, let's get some cash. Oh, I could do with some brains. The brains. Oh, shop. Listen to this. This is great. So if I walk away and don't buy anything, so if I go into the shop and then come out.
20% discount if your weapon is still in the body of an angry Viking. Stupid cheap-ass zombies.
So if you don't buy anything, they insult you.
Our weapons are 100% biodegradable. You know, eventually.
Thanks for touching a bunch of stuff then not buying anything. That's really helpful.
Nice to see ya. Check out our selection of
Right, well, we've seen weapons. That's where you buy them anyway. Feel free to browse.
Have been crafted by insane demons cackling as they disappeared into oblivion.
Oh, brains! So the voice acting is universally excellent. And say some of the humour is just full about funny. It's much better if you got more characters because they kind of have banter with each other. You hear them all talking to each other. Oh, boss fight. Or is it, oh no, it's just a bigger monster. So these guys aren't that hard because they just throw bombs at you and you throw them back. But you get life bars on bigger enemies. Ouch. He said it's not very hard and it promptly gets smacked. Now this game, as far as I'm aware, doesn't scale particularly if you're playing on your own. It is significantly easier with friends. But one of the things that's really funny is that when you're playing with friends, if you do die, if I die here, I just go back to the checkpoint. That's it for me. But if you're playing with friends, when you die, your head falls off. And provided one of your friends picks up your head, oh, it's the driver, picks up your head and reattaches it to your body, then you're okay again. And whilst you're a headless corpse, you can actually press triangle, I think it is, or one of the attack buttons, and you vomit all over. You puke from your head until someone reattaches it to your body. Now, if everyone loses their heads, then it's game over. But or back to the checkpoint. But yeah, that's an interesting mechanic because and you can pick your friends up and throw them at people without hurting them. You can make zombie towers to get higher areas. I mean, it's very clever. And there are certain points when the zombies can all merge together, and I've got some footage of that later on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop playing the single player. You'll probably notice a change in the audio because, as I say, I'm going to be narrating over footage that I've already done. So this is the single player. The single player campaign, or playing it on your own, it's great and it's perfectly manageable, and certainly so far the boss fights, although it's taken a couple of times to get through them, are generally manageable without too much trouble on your own. But really, this is a game best played with your mates. It is funny, it is fast, it is frenetic, and it is just mad amounts of silly fun.
But ultimately, where Zombie Vikings is at its best is when you are playing with other people, either online or particularly sitting on a sofa. This is me playing with my children. We're having great fun with this. As you can see, immediately the action is more frenetic, it's more interesting. There's Sigurd's special attack there. And you can interact with your friends in a really real way. You can pick them up, throw them around, which I'll show you in a minute. And you can turn into a super mashy zombie, which I have got some footage of in a little while, so we'll show you that too. This is one of the sections where you're having to run away and fight your way through things, so I'm going to cut into some other areas, but seriously, as a single player game, it is good fun, but there is no substitute for playing Zombie Vikings with your mates, because it's fun, it's silly, it is bonkers in a way that is all kinds of good. So we'll look at some of the mechanics now and the multiplayer elements. So if you look at Hedgie, little guy in the front there, he's just doing a special attack where he spits out skeletons. Watch this, boom, out comes skeletons. So those are exploding skeletons, so if anybody walks into them they explode. But you look like Sigurd picked up one of the heads and has thrown it at an enemy. So picking up barrels, picking up bombs, picking up smaller enemies and throwing them at other enemies is a great way to do damage. You can also pick up your friends, and if you throw your friends, they can do an attack from in the air, which is a dive attack, which does more damage and a bit of AoE. You've also got some environmental things like that as well. That's a checkpoint. It's fantastic. So you spend a lot of your time picking people up and throwing them at other people, which, you know, is silly. Let's see if you've got to pick, going in here, and we are going to see if we can pick one of these up. So I can't remember whether I did or not. There's an exploding barrel, which is a lightning barrel. But you'll spend a lot of time picking things up and throwing them at people, which is, you know, it's just daft. And, you know, there's not enough daftness in the world these days. So picking things up, very important. We're going to pick up that on a bomb blew up. So remember, you press circle, you pick things up, and you can lob them. You can either drop them using square, or you lob them with force and charge up that with circle, so you can do extra damage.
It's a dumb zombie. Hey, let's trick him into
You'll also get side quests. We're going to go put and activate a side quest here. There's one side quest generally per level, and you will either get a weapon or a rune out of it. See, I've just picked up that Seagull there, throw them around. And they tend to be quite amusing as well, little diversions to do. So you will get the weapon. Let's just see the side quest. So this is quite a simple one. Their little rubber ducky has been nicked by a sea monster, and you have to get the rubber ducky back. So you throw some meat into the room. Go, pick up the meat, throw it in. Come on. No, it didn't go far enough. Oops. So you pick the meat up, you throw it down, and then you get the monster to come up to eat the meat. You hit him on the nose, and he drops. There we go. Here he comes. Go hit him on the nose. He drops a duck. There you go. And the people get their duck back. They were winding you up. They were trying to get you eaten, which is very nice. But you will always get a weapon out of this. Now, if you're fighting with friends, only one of you can get the weapon. So once the weapon or the rune has been allocated, you will then have to beat your friends up, and whomever wins will get the weapon. In this case, one of us has already got it, so you'll see me and my daughter having a bit of a fight. So you'll have a fight, and whichever zombie wins the fight will get the weapon. So it's a bit of competitive, bit of kind of trolling going on in there, and I get owned by my daughter in this. So because that is embarrassing, I'm not going to show it in this particular video. But you beat your friends up for the weapons, and that is awesome. Another thing that you can do is these little glowing points here, you can get your friends together. If you've got 4 of you, it'll make a different type of zombie. We can merge together to make one massive super zombie. It appears that you can only do this in certain parts of the game, and you can all control it at the same time, which is a little bit confusing and interesting, but you know, it's also silly and fun. So we can go through this area, and anything that attacks us we can own with super mega nasty zombie. And then you get to a particular part and the zombie will fall apart. You can only do it in prescribed areas. So it's not a technique you'd use for bosses, it's only when the game lets you. Which is a bit of a shame, but at the same time means that you don't spend the whole time being utterly overpowered. You can see the little purple bar at the bottom. Once that's depleted, no more zombie. But it just shows you the insane humour of this game. It is not about being serious, it is about having tons of fun. But much more fun to be had with friends than, I mean, look how they take ages to kill normally, those little clockwork things. It is a much better game to play with other people. Not saying you won't get some really good laughs and some really good content out of it playing on your own, but seriously, get some mates over for a night, have a couple of beers and play this game. It will be absolutely brilliant. There we go. That's the no zombie signpost you saw there, and now, oops, fell in the water. And now the mega zombie is finished. So there isn't anything necessarily left to show in the game itself. It is a side-scrolling comedy brawler. The mechanics are simple but elegant. The scripting, the music and the voice acting is excellent, and it is properly funny. Is it going to tell a story that is going to keep me awake at night? No, it is pretty disposable in that respect, but you will have a huge amount of fun journeying with these rather rotten, disgusting little chaps as they search at Odin's eye. I think the plot develops a little bit. Now looks like there is another element coming into it, another potential bad guy, which is going to change the way the story works in the game. but you will basically be walking to the right-hand side with all sorts of insane weapons, beating stuff up with huge amounts of fun, huge amounts of excitement, but best played with all of your mates. So that's Zombie Vikings. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the game. Please download it. It's worth a punt. It really is. And Zoink is such an engaging and interesting company to have anything to do with. So if you've enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share it on all of the sociables. Thank you very much for watching. All for the love of gaming. Bye-bye for now.